The UFC Fight Night in Canada this weekend is a complete abomination. In the main event, you got Gilbert Burns versus Mike Malott. And while I understand that the UFC wants to build up a Canadian star, this fight, as a crowded fight night's main event, is a complete disgrace. Gilbert Burns is coming off of 4 losses right now, and in 2 of those fights, he has been brutally KO'd. The guy is 40 years old, and while I have immense respect for Gilbert Durinho Burns, he needs to retire. Mike Malott has 2 decent wins in his last 2 fights over Charles Radke and Kevin Holland, but the fight before that, he got finished by Neil Magny. Let me repeat that if you can't believe it. He got finished by Neil Magny. And the UFC is putting this fight in front of a crowd in Canada while Renato Moicano, Chris Duncan, Arnold Allen, Melquizel Costa, Aljamain Sterling are fighting in front of no one at the UFC Apex. This is a disgrace. This is a disgrace by the UFC. If they want to protect their product, this is not how you do it. This is just bad. Kyler Phillips versus Charles Jordan. I mean, Kyler Phillips has 1 round of cardio in him before he gasses out completely, and he has some decent names on his record like Raoni Barcelos and Song Yedong. Charles Jordan has really beaten no one of note. I feel his best win till now is over Davy Grant in his last fight. In the feature fight, you got Mandel Nallo versus Jai Herbert. Mandel Nallo is a debutant. He's a 36-year-old making his debut in the UFC. Jai Herbert is another unk as well who has never been good. He's okay to watch, I guess, but this guy should not be anywhere apart from the early prelims in my books. Cause yeah, he did knock down Ilya Topuria though. People forget, man. Jasmine Jesuda Vicious versus Karine Silva, no comments. Thiago Moises versus Gage Young. Now, Gage Young has had some questionable losses in his career. I remember he lost to Evan Elder, which is pretty bad. Thiago Moises too has had some bad losses in his career. He got beaten the fuck out of by Benoit Saint-Denis at one point. Dennis Bazooka versus Marcio Barboza. I don't know who this Barboza guy is. Dennis Bazooka is from Aljamain Sterling's team, so he might just be decent. Though, let's just have a quick look at his record. Who did he last fight? So he last lost to Francis Marshall. He beat this Matthews fellow. And he's lost to Jamal Emmers. He's lost to Jamal Emmers, people. So this is the level of comp you're looking at in the UFC. He's lost to Jamal Emmers and he's on the main card. Then you got Julian LeBlanc, whose photo the UFC hasn't put up because maybe he doesn't deserve a photo, versus Robert Valentin. Robert Valentin might be the worst middleweight on the roster right now. Tanner Bozer is still around, folks, believe it or not, against Gokhan Sarikam. Jesus Lord. Melissa Croden versus Daria Zelesnikova. No one knows who these people are. What a disgrace. Mitch Raposo versus Alan Nascimento. I mean, these are some two known names, I suppose. I guess Mitch Raposo has some decent wins. Let's just quickly look at who he's fought. He beat Azat Maxim, who is not that good, and he's lost to Sue Mudwerji and Adrian Lima, which is, I mean, I don't know what to say about that, honestly, but fuck me. But yeah, he's not UFC level in that sense. He's not the best of the best. I'm sure there are better fighters than him on the regional scene. Why have they put this on the Canada card or any card is just completely beyond my understanding. JJ Aldrich versus Jamie Lynn Hort. I mean, talk about scraping the bottom of the barrel. John Castaneda versus Mark Vologden. I mean, I know people are excited to watch Mark Vologden, but he sucks. Let's keep it real. He's not a great fighter or anything of the sorts. Yeah, he did have an exciting fight on the Contender Series, but that doesn't mean he is a technically good fighter of any sorts. He might just get KO'd in his next fight against John Castaneda, who is coming off a loss to Chris Gutierrez. Oh my lord. Jamie Siraj versus John Yanis. Okay, never heard of any of these people. So yeah, this is what we are looking at, folks. This is what the UFC is putting out to the world in 2026. $1 billion company, publicly traded company. Yeah, and if you're in Canada and you're going to watch this fight, just know that the UFC does not care about you. They don't care about giving you a quality product. And if you're sitting at home as well, just know that they don't give a shit. They don't want to put out the best fights in front of you. And this is the shit we have to deal with. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know if I'm overreacting or if this fight night is actually that fucking dog shit. Let me know. Peace.